What's your thoughts on that main event? What did you make of it? The right winner in your opinion?
I believe so. I believe the right winner for sure. Look, it could either win a draw or Bivol. And I'm happy with the decision. And I look forward to seeing His Excellency see what he does next with the.
If we compare with the statistic, yes, me, but I don't think so too.
You don't think so?
Yeah.
You're being humble, man.
Because I'm lucky. It's all because I'm lucky.
You happy to straight away get a challenge?
Yeah. We're ready to fight whoever. We're ready.
And how do you think, is this the first time in Riyadh?
I think it's gonna be a go.
I have to ask about yourself. He talks about Alcatraz.
Yes.
Are we going to see you headlining in Alcatraz?
Absolutely. Definitely in talks about the jazz.
Do you hope to fight
You know what though, it's an honor, I'm grateful to put myself in this position, and now we're just here to take over.
You still want to fight Boots?
And just one more from me, Beterbiev, Bivol, the rematch. What a great fight that is in Saudi. How do you see that playing out, Saudi?
It's gonna be a really good fight again. Both are great fighters, and
Do you see yourself fighting a light heavyweight again?
Do you think I'm blowing
maybe.
Maybe.
BBV and Bivol may once again battle for all 4 light heavyweight world titles when they meet in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, on February 22nd. This comes 4 months after their initial clash, where, after a close back-and-forth fight, BBV was awarded the majority decision victory, becoming the first undisputed champion at 175 pounds in over 20 years. However, some boxing fans disagreed with the decision, believing Bivol should have had his hand raised, with another tightly contested encounter expected next month.
Beterbiev and Benavidez, who do you think is the biggest challenge for you?
Oh, Beterbiev.
Beterbiev?
Yeah,
Why is that?
of course. Because he's a champion. He has something to offer me. He's a strong.
Unified super middleweight champion Canelo Alvarez shared his thoughts on the rematch while speaking to Fight Hub TV, admitting he finds it difficult to pick a winner. It's going to be a really good fight again. Both are great fighters. Canelo has experience competing in the 175 pounds division, having defeated Sergey Kovalev to win the WBO light heavyweight title in November 2019. He later returned to the division in May 2022 to challenge Bivol for the WBA light heavyweight title, but this time, he fell short, losing by unanimous decision. Despite holding the WBC, WBA, and WBO super middleweight titles, Canelo did not rule out a return to light heavyweight when asked if he was interested in doing so.
Person that comes to mind.
Bivol maybe? Just forget the rematch? Bivol maybe?
Bivol is one of the guys.
Maybe I will, Canelo said regarding a potential move back up to light heavyweight. If he does, a rematch against Bivol could be on the table when making his prediction. David Benavidez said, "To be honest with you, I would pick Bivol because Bivol already beat Canelo." When asked by Ariel Helwani who he favored in the Beterbiev versus Bivol rematch, Benavidez responded, "So basically, when I beat Bivol, that would make my case that I'm better than Canelo."
Punches to break this wall. I was throwing it to target, because with guys like him, if you're trying to break the wall, you could be catching the trap.
Benavidez further elaborated saying, "I know Dmitry Bivol really well. I've sparred with him a lot. He's a great fighter, and we've had some great sparring sessions, so I would definitely love to fight Bivol. If Benavidez were to defeat Bivol in the future, it might finally convince Canelo to fight him." In another interview with Jim Lampley, the 28-year-old stated that a fight against Canelo would be easier than one against Bivol.
If I'm being 100% honest with you, the only thing that the Canelo fight brings to me is money. You know, it's not all about money. I want the respect from the fans. I know a fight with Canelo Alvarez is way easier than Bivol, because Bivol is the one that beat Canelo Alvarez. So now I'm interested.
The only thing the Canelo fight brings to me is money, you know? But it's not all about money. I want respect from the fans, Benavidez said. "I know a fight with Canelo Alvarez is way easier than Bivol because Bivol is the one who already beat Canelo." Continuing, he added, "BBV is getting older and he works out hard. He lifts a lot of weights, so maybe that's what is slowing him down."
Beating Bivol, you know what I mean? That's what I'm more interested in. I'm interested in going up there, winning all the titles, and winning the respect from the people.
Did you score Beterbiev? Bivol won?
I thought Bivol won.
Benavidez believes BBV's chances of beating Bivol are getting slimmer and slimmer. However, he refrained from making definitive statements about either fighter. Speaking to Showdown, the newly crowned WBC interim light heavyweight champion, and the next in line for the winner, Benavidez broke down the fight based on his experience sparring with Bivol and his observations of former Beterbiev opponent Alexander Gubov.
He's a great boxer and he has punching power. And then Beterbiev, I think he's a little bit older. You know, I think his body's breaking down a little bit. He works really hard. I don't take nothing away from him, but he does a lot of weights. And in boxing, when you do too much weights like that, that's when
In an interesting twist, Bivol, who has only one stoppage in his last 10 fights, shared his thoughts on the matchup. They're both extremely talented fighters. They have different styles, though. Bivol is a boxer, he moves around a lot, but he's solid. Beterbiev, on the other hand, is like a train. He just comes forward, taking shots to land shots.
Beterbiev, I think he's a little bit older. You know, I think his body's breaking down a little bit. He works really hard. I don't take nothing away from him, but he does a lot of weights. And in boxing, when you do too much weights like that, that's when you start to break down more. So I'm leaning a little bit more towards you.
Breaking down the fight, he continued. Bivol has the power to hurt Beterbiev because Beterbiev has been hurt before by Alexander Gvozdyk. I've sparred with both, and Bivol actually hits harder than Gvozdyk. It's going to be a really interesting fight if Bivol stays on his feet the entire fight, uses his jab effectively, and stands his ground during exchanges. I think he has a really good chance of winning. But once Beterbiev gets his engine going, that guy is a train. He has, 19 fights and 19 knockouts? It's a 50-50 fight, a great matchup. David Benavidez, who boasts a record of 30 wins with 24 knockouts, recently showcased why he is considered one of the most feared pound-for-pound punchers when he defeated David Morrell by unanimous decision on February 1st.
Do you think he does?
I think so. He has the ability to do it. You know, Beterbiev is a really strong fighter. It's going to be hard, but he can do it.
With this victory, in which the three judges scored the fight 115-111, 115-111, and 118-108, Benavidez retained his WBC interim light heavyweight title and also captured Morrell's WBA regular light heavyweight belt. More importantly, Benavidez solidified himself as the #1 contender for the undisputed light heavyweight championship, which will be on the line when BBV and Dmitry Bivol have their highly anticipated rematch on February 22nd. However, facing the winner of BBV versus Bivol 2 has not always been Benavidez's top priority.
Did you feel that your power hand was as effective as you wanted it to be? Or was it like banging on an anvil?
He's like a wall, to be honest. I didn't throw my...
For years, Benavidez insisted that he deserved a shot at Canelo Alvarez in the super middleweight division. However, Since Canelo has shown little interest in making the fight happen, Benavidez eventually shifted his focus to light heavyweight.
What about What about
Beterbiev?
Beterbiev?
He's 40, I think.
Okay.
Hey,
40, yeah.
he's gonna win that fight. Easy. He might stop him. Easy.
Recently, on his podcast, former world champion Sean Porter shared his thoughts on the upcoming fight. Porter expressed confidence in Bivol's ability to defeat Beterbiev, predicting that the fight would not end in the early rounds. BBV is going to take a lot of punches like he always does, and I don't think he can catch up to Dmitry Bivol, Porter stated. Nope, he can't drag Bivol into a fight. He's too damn disciplined, too much lateral movement, too intuitive. A really good boxer. Porter believes Bivol's technical skills will stand out, emphasizing that Beterbiev's tendency to absorb punches could be a major disadvantage against a slick and disciplined fighter like Bivol.
I'm making a bet.
Easy, I
don't think easy. I do have him beaten.
If you can't land, man, that is a boxer. God, dog, he can box.
Artur Beterbiev is going to take a lot of.
The fight has drawn major attention as it pits two of the best champions in modern boxing against each other. Now, legendary Mexican champion Julio has weighed in with his prediction. Believes BBV must go for the knockout within the first 8 rounds. Otherwise, Bivol will have the advantage if the fight goes to the judges' scorecards. It's a good fight. It's a tough fight, said in an interview with IZQUIERDAZO.com. I believe that if Beterbiev does not win within the first 8 rounds, Bivol will win by decision. The opening rounds will be crucial in setting the tone, added.
Now the jab doesn't come, but then you shoot, and then you fall short with your offense because the guy steps back out of range, and then you try to, then you...
Continued, stating that some may expect BBV to start slow due to his recent knee surgery and a 9-month layoff. However, he advised that BBV should come out aggressively to disrupt Bivol's rhythm early on. Bradley, another respected analyst, agreed but warned that starting fast comes with risks. Bivol is a sharpshooter as a counterpuncher, he said. It'll be fascinating to see how this unfolds and impacts the fight's dynamics. That's all for now. Stay tuned for the latest boxing news, fight updates, and expert breakdowns. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on notifications so you never miss out on quality content. Until next time, peace out.